came up with this crazy theory about Cheers.
What?
Because obviously, I just noticed that they did the 200th anniversary on like episode. I got to that point, so I was like, Jesus Christ! I watched 200 episodes of this. So now I'm watching. I guess I'm like in season 9 still. Like I'm not even at season 11. Norm gets a job to paint, right?
Yeah.
And then and he gets a job to paint Frasier and Lilith's living room because I think his name is Frederick. He fucking put ketchup and mustard all over the wall. So then he starts making all these excuses as normal why he just doesn't want it. Oh, I wasn't planning on working this week, this and that. So then it finally broke me because I'm like, wait a second. This whole show is, I feel, in my opinion, the whole male psyche. Complete. Each part of it in one of these people. I look at Norm, I'm like, Norm is his own worst enemy. He is the only thing standing in his way. He has a beautiful, loving, adoring wife. The only time she ever strayed was because it was his fault. So then he also is a decorated man. He's been in the service, regardless, Coast Guard or whatever he served. So he has like a pride to himself, obviously. He is talented because first, he's a talented decorator and a painter. Remember, he had all those skills, and yet he kept turning down jobs. And the only time he ever really failed was when he tried too hard. And the moments that he just did, he always prevailed. When like he lost all his workers because he was trying to be two different characters, like two different bosses. So you know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's like almost most people's problem. They stand in their own way. You're your own worst enemy. Meanwhile, you have the potential to be great at any moment. Norm is the epitome of that. Then I was like, all right. So then I move on to Cliff. He is the example that you don't know shit. You don't know anything. Because these character traits never change in these people. Why? Because these are the things you always hold and have to balance and fight against. So this guy is the epitome of you don't know shit. Then I move on to Woody. He is the innocence that you are. The believer, the adventurer, the person that wants to give people the benefit of the doubt, but obviously shouldn't.
Yeah.
Then you have Sam Malone, which is an example of society's image of maleness. Cars, sports, babes, hair. Like the vainness of a man is all in his hair, right? Mostly. Yeah. So I'm like, wow, so that hits that right there. And then I was like, well, where do the women start falling in? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Frasier. He is the part of you that just wants to be a part of something. He wants people to care about him. He wants people to love them. You know what I'm saying? And he tries way too hard because that's the example that if you go looking for it, you're not going to find it. You have to let it come to you when it comes to that type of thing. He tries so hard to get in there and he just gets rejected left and right. Look at what happened with Diane.
Yeah.
So then I start thinking about where do the women fit in all this? Oh, Coach is another example of Woody. It's just passed on traits like, you want to believe in something good, regardless if it's covered in shit. So then where do the women fall in? I'm like, they really don't. They really, I feel like this is a male show in that perspective. Carla falls in there because she's like has mannish characteristics to her. She is the ignorance you are. She is the reason why your life continues to go to crap because of no accountability.
Yeah.
She never accepted where she went wrong in her own life, and that's why nothing ever changed for her. That teaches you about accountability right there. Her whole character in her. Then Lilith is an example of what happens when you bottle shit in. Because you ever notice when she really breaks down?
Yeah.
It's all there. It shows that you do have to express yourself. That's what can happen to you. You're going to become an emotionless robot. So man is mostly taught to just keep it in, right? She's an example of what happens when you keep it in. Did I leave anyone out? Don't you think it's weird? I might be reaching very far, but it's clear examples right there. Clear examples. I don't see it as maybe women can't relate to those issues, but that's wild to me. And And that happened after 200 episodes. I came to this. I'm like, because Norm was getting me so angry. So angry. I'm like, yo, bro, you've been out of work, this and that. You just continuously just turn into sludge in that damn bar stool when people want to give you stuff. They want to give you work. And I'm like, we all do this. And then that's when it all broke down to me. I'm like, because I keep trying to say, well, they're all humans, so they're gonna, no, but they all keep with that one thing. It's so annoying. Their bad shit isn't even balanced.
Yeah.
Fucked up.